I think more and more that methods that we use methods of documentation, if you will, keeping historical records or biographical records, like intimate, private journals and diaries, or information systems where you create databases or dossiers of folders with files and things, like on a personal computer. There's a flaw I find in all systems of documentation and record keeping that don't, tabulation if you will, that don't take into consideration the fact that this is, though it's the only real physical material thing, this reality that we live, historical or whatever, it doesn't, it has the flaw, if you want to document it, that nothing lasts forever, you know. And actually I would even say most likely that most things don't last very long at all, like a cigarette, you know, which just burns, and whether you enjoyed it or not, you barely have enough time to make that kind of decision. So in terms of information technology, like computers, hard drive, well, I mean, I tried for a while to go back to old methods of cue cards and like nice metallic trays and everything. I had all this, the whole system, folders and everything, and then what happens, you know? You get kicked out of your apartment or something, you lose a folder. So what ends up happening is that you need to be really efficient. And the best, most optimal way I found to use all ways, means of documentation and record keeping is to take into consideration and build the system, if you will, according to those flaws or just realities, laws of nature, that things break down, you know? So that I can't rely on the virtual mailbox for information because the internet might not be accessible, there might not be electricity, Hydro-Quebec, whatever, there might not be internet or electricity, or my computer might bust. But then my paper folders and cardboard might burn. So in taking that into consideration, the decay, but then I can put it in a place, we'll say I have an important folder, well, instead of leaving it in a place, put it in a place that can't burn down, or put it in a place that's already burnt down. You know, that's kind of the idea that I was thinking about, is that, we'll say you have a valuable object, if you keep it in a nice, expensive box, well, it doesn't take a genius to find the valuable object, but if you keep it in a pile of trash, there's a better chance that no one's going to go look inside a dirty bottle or an old box of crackers for like a wad of cash, you know. It's that whole sort of like invisible, like the location of valuable objects of worth, or which information is. When you think of like the ancient libraries, the knowledge that they kept was valuable information. We speak of archives and Vatican secret archives, whatever. But I also thought, like we'll say in terms of the Catholic Church, if they really had some sort of proof or document, evidence that could discount or discredit their entire religion, the religious organization hierarchy, then they would have destroyed it. They wouldn't keep it hidden somewhere. It would have no use. That's not the kind of record you want to keep. So it becomes a strategic placement, like strategic choices are made to in terms of location, geographical, or in ergonomics, or whatever. So that's what it's just a few meandering thoughts of today about information strategies. Whoops! Ah, shit! See, couldn't have foreseen that.